Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be replacing this light on a 1996 Lincoln Town Car. What happened was I was going through the car wash and I didn't hear anything, I didn't feel anything. I didn't realize it until I got home that the lens was gone. And you know, I'm one that prefers to fix things right as opposed to doing a half-assed job. So I went and searched for a replacement light. There were none that were local to me of any practical fetching distance. They were all in Massachusetts, at least 2 hours away. So I had to order this one brand new on eBay. And I knew it wasn't going to come with this, but I would have liked it if it came with wiring, because now these connectors have all been exposed to salt for a few days. So to replace this, it looks like I have this screw to remove, and if you look at this new one here, there's this cap, which I think is just a protective thingy, and there's threads here, so that there's a bolt probably about here that we have to access from inside. So we're going to get started by popping the hood. Oh shit, I should probably put that there to not scratch it. Now, funny enough, exactly 2 years ago on this day I had written a status on Facebook saying, oh, I actually fixed a few things today. And then the first comment on there is my sister saying, what? And then I wrote, yeah, I fixed the light on the Crown Victoria, and I had fixed something on my friend's car. I think I replaced his side mirror. But it's just kind of funny that exactly exactly 2 years ago to the day, I'm now doing the light on this car. It's like every one of these that I get, I'm going to break a light on them somehow. Anyways, so I've got the hood popped, and I got to go find a socket set so that I can undo that bolt. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I've got my VIP special socket set, and if you look down here, I'm not so sure you can see it very well, but there's this bolt right here, and then there's this one right here, and the nut is right here that we have to remove to get the light out. So let's see. I can figure out which size it is. I think this is, oh no, this is standard and metric. Alrighty. Just okay. I haven't used this in years. Set. Oh, I see. Alright, looks like you pretty much need an open-ended wrench. So that said, I'm gonna go... Ooh, jeez, zoomed in enough? Ugly face. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out which one of these fits on there, then I'm gonna go find an open-ended wrench the same size. So, with the magic of video editing, I will be back in a moment. Well, I got my 7/16" wrench, and I came upon the discovery that I have absolutely no room to turn it. So I think I'm going to have to remove this whole plastic panel, which is going to be removing these from, as far as I can tell. If you're using a carpenter's hammer for this, you may just be doing it right. Oops, maybe not. Well, you know, one thing to not do, I'm going to have to try to either pry the rest of them up with the hammer very carefully, or find the actual proper tool to remove these. Or actually this may be enough. This may be enough where I can lift it and work around it, but someone's been in here before, because one of these, you can see the top of it right there. So someone's been in here before, which would make sense because this light sticks out way further than this light. Oh, and as you can see here, there's this block of wood for something here. I don't know what, but I'm just going to leave that because it works. So yeah, this may have worked better if the weather was warmer. But yeah, let's see what I can come up with. Okay, so I carefully broke 2 more of these. Still using the hammer because I just can't find the right tool to do the job. And now this comes right up. And we'll be out of the way, giving you a little bit more room to work. And I wonder what's with all these tow trucks going by carrying stuff. A few minutes ago there was one with a bunch of 4-wheelers on it. Anyways, you may be tempted to, when you're putting this back together, not put that plastic in, and you do not want to leave that out because that affects your cooling system. Oh, this may have been an accident. That would make sense. It's interesting what you find with these old things. Yeah, so now I'm going to remove this nut right here. Maybe you can see it from... Yeah, there's a great view of it. You remove that nut right there, and then we take out this screw, and the whole thing should just come right out. So, okay, now that you have your screw and your nut removed, your Phillips head and your 7/16 inch nut, this should be able to come out. There we go. A little bit further than this. You twist and you drop. You give this a twist. And you drop. And out comes the old one. Oh, that's interesting. You can tell these are manufactured to different levels of quality. Yep, pretty interesting. So I don't know if I'll be able to pop this logo out and then maybe glue it into this one, but I'll worry about that another day, sometime when it's warmer. So in the meantime, I'm going to take this one and throw it in there, and then I'm going to take this off. I need 2 hands for this. You kind of twist it, turn it, and pull it, and you slowly work it off, and make sure this fits. Alright, that fits. And you make sure that this screw will fit. No problem. Oh boy, I got lucky. Dropping that. Could have landed in a worse spot. So now, I take this. Now I'm going to have to come back in here soon because I don't have a, one of these bulbs needs to be replaced. I think it's the orange one. Yeah, definitely the orange one's got a crack in it. I got to replace that. But it should be easy enough to do it from under the hood, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. I wasn't sure when this was coming, so I didn't go out and buy any bulbs because I didn't want to take it apart and, you know, have to take it apart again. But now we take this. Boy, I could really use the tripod. We take this assembly, hold it there with your leg when you're filming. You plug that in, turn it to lock it in. Take this and well, you get the idea. I'll have to do this with two hands, I think, but you get the idea. Turn it and lock it in. Oh, got lucky. And before you go any further, make sure it works. Alright, so far I'd say it works. This little bulb is the one that I need to change. Doesn't light up. And there's no bulbs in this part. This is just a reflector. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be the... Oh, I guess it's not the corner. Well, I'm pretty sure it's... I was pretty sure it was supposed to blink, but I guess not. Just the center one there. But, I guess that's a parking light. This is your... what do you call it? Your cornering light. So, I'm going to put it back together and call this done. So here's something I didn't realize. When you're putting this light back on, see, I got a little gap right here. That's because this here is supposed to tuck in under here. It's like that on the other side. So, it's kind of interesting. I was tempted to just break this off, and I thought, wait a minute, I'll go look the other side, and nope, it goes in there. And how about that? It's the same on the bottom, too. It's not perfect, but it works enough for me. And who knows, when maybe when I'm tightening this nut up, you know, it'll be alright. I recommend when you're tightening this nut up that you do as much of it by fingers as you can and then tighten it up with the wrench, because otherwise you're going to be making very, very slow progress with the wrench, because you really don't have that much room to turn. Come on, you bugger. Yeah. Alright, now I've got this in place. I've got the holes lined up. I think I'm gonna stick the two I have left here. And eventually I'm just gonna buy some new ones to replace all these other broken ones, as well as these two. I'm going to do this with a hammer, because I don't want to cooperate. I love and hate these things. There. Ah, boy. So, that is how to replace your side marker, directional light, cornering light, whatever you want to call it, on your 1995 to 1997 Lincoln Town car. Thank you and goodbye.